I'm sitting over here in Rostock, Germany. I'm Matt Fox. This is totally out of control now. Now, yesterday I had to take a day off. My knee was hurting, so sorry about that. Listen, the subject of the day is attorneys. The career of an attorney can be a very interesting one. I have a lot of friends who are attorneys. Don't talk to them much, thank God. But the ones that make it up into the big firms in criminal defense, in corporation business, and also in the markets, stuff like that, financial. These dudes are in a world of their own. You know what I'm saying, and the way that they get through the courts is to, yeah, of course, point out the law and that their client is somehow in line with the law or not, right? So, nevertheless, criminal, financial, business, it doesn't matter. The point is, these dudes are trusted with some serious secrets, and that's why you have attorney client privilege and stuff like that. But the situation that we have right now is very, very bad. We got Donald Trump in the office of the president. Now, he has been his whole life taught by his father a long time ago to always use attorneys. Always use attorneys. I'm saying there's people that, go and commit crimes, terrible crimes, and then they have evidence that they want to get rid of, like a gun or I don't know who, whatever, right? So maybe they're not being represented by this particular attorney, but they need the services of the guy. So they tell the guy, okay, look, I need you to go ahead and uh, get me a safety deposit box or something like that. Or they give them the item in a box, in a closed box, whatever. There's people that use attorneys for bad things. That's all I'm saying. The point is, today, attorneys use their powers to make it possible for the Tate brothers, yeah, to be arrested. Andrew Tate and Kristen Tate both were taken into custody today or yesterday. I'm sorry, by your guys' standard. But anyway, but the point is these guys got some money, and being they're being charged with some serious crimes, rapes and all other stuff, trafficking, extreme porn, extreme, not good. These dudes are going to use attorneys. Somebody is going to go to work for these dudes because they got some money. So the attorneys that they get, they will use every tactic in the world because, see, the ones that they are getting are going to be ones of low moral character. And that's where, hey, what's up, Sam? Give me yeah, thanks a lot, man. Hey, appreciate you watching. Okay, because this is what I'm telling you. Donald Trump has been brought up his whole life using attorneys. He was an asshole. He used to put people out of business in New York. That's why nobody in New York likes that fool. All right? Nobody likes him because they know what he used to do a long time ago when he was in the construction business. He would put guys out of business who did work for him. He'd complain, take to court and stuff like that, and then drag it out so long that they'd end up having to, take less than what he was job or whatever, because what he was complaining about was nothing really, you know, terrible, something that couldn't be repaired or something like that, but he'd be an asshole about it, these people lose their businesses. So, but now he's using these lawyers to, to bounce questions off about, would this be legal if I did this? What if in this and this? And then he's got these other extreme right dudes around him, like Steve Bannon and who else, who knows who else, Stephen Miller, you know what I'm saying? All these fucking thrown off people around him. And they got a lawyer in there or two lawyers or whatever, and they're all saying, what if we do this? What if we do this? What if we do this? Okay, I don't know why these people haven't figured it out yet. The Iranian situation is just making them look so bad. I don't know why they did that in the first place, because now we're in a forever war. Thank you, Donald Trump. Thank you, MAGA. But the attorneys, they're in the room. Somebody's in there saying it's legal. Yeah, this is legal, whatever, whatever. But these attorneys that went to school and college and university to get these degrees, to be in this career, the ones that go to work for Trump, a lot of them are losing their bar license. A lot of them. I don't know how many it is to date, but a lot of them are going to be. Christy, no, she will not be an attorney. Um, Pam Bondi, she's going to be out of the law business. I guarantee you that. So there's so many things that are involved in the. Thank you, Mason. Thank you, man. Thank you. Same to you. There is so many things involved in the profession of an attorney, and so things that you have to protect when you have a client and stuff like that. So, but nevertheless, even when you're a criminal, if you're if you're going to do something that is immoral and try to put the attorney who represents you or maybe some other attorney involve them in some sort of way, that is a crime. That is a crime. And that's why the attorneys that are all around Trump over there in the Oval Office when he's all doing all that stuff that he's doing, and maybe one or two of very low moral character are sitting there trying to help him squeeze in that he can make that decision to do this dickhead move. Those attorneys need to lose their licenses. Okay, those attorneys need to lose their licenses, but the real attorneys need to come forward and they just need to pull the curtain back and say, hey, this dude's trying to do this. You know what I'm saying? That's right, brother. Thanks, Cody. Love you. Hey, read my book. I talk about the angels in my life in there. All right. Um, but nevertheless, attorneys really it's a good profession. I mean, sometimes there's mistakes, sometimes there's misunderstandings between businesses and customers and stuff like that. So an attorney is somebody that we do need. But Trump is, like I said, getting a lot disbarred as we speak. So wherever you're at, I don't know how the attorneys are over there. Like if you're not in America, but here where I'm at in Germany, the attorneys talk to you more or less as a person, but when they go into court, like they put on these robes and stuff, like kind of like they're playing dress up or something. In America, they just go in suits like normal. But I mean, different cultures, different things, right? So, um, I appreciate you guys paying attention just for this few minutes today because it's Sunday and it's early. It is day. I'm certain it's going to get better. And wherever you're at, I hope you're doing well. God bless you all. Take care of yourself. All right. And yeah, I'm going to get back to you tomorrow when there's some more in the news. All right. Yeah, I wanted to mention one last thing. There was a couple of deaths in the conflict, two or three. I'm still watching to find out what's going on. Somebody's missing, so we're going to be looking at that. But listen, Donald Trump is not going to stop. And Hegseth and Rubio, they don't care. Steve Miller, they don't care. Those soldiers that are serving, they're being used as puppets right now for something that they didn't need to do. Okay? They didn't need to do that. And now you guys are paying out the ass for gas. You guys are paying out the ass for groceries. The house prices have just gone up in America, and unemployment is rising. Inflation is rising. And why MAGA is not saying something about this new forever war that Donald Trump himself went and got us into, I'm a little surprised. I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Have a good Sunday, all right? Take care.